Brown Jr., Focus winner. Today's message is, be bold and courageous for God. Deuteronomy 31:6. So be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid and do not panic before them, for the Lord your God will personally go ahead of you. He will neither fail you nor abandon you. Proverbs 28:1. The wicked run away when no one's after them, but the godly are as bold as lions. Joshua 1:9. This is my command. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Psalm 26:3. For I am always aware of your unfailing love, and I have lived according to your truth. Again, today's message is, be bold and courageous for God. Now, as Christians, we can't go around being timid. We can't go around being intimidated, because we're going to face opposition during our life, and we have to learn to be bold and courageous. Now, I've been with my second treasury job for maybe like 6 months, and the supervisor of a bank I was doing, he came to me and says, you know what, I'm having a problem with this one examiner. I'm hearing all kind of bad things about him, examination-wise, but no one's put it in writing, and I need you to give him an honest review. I said, okay, I will. Good or bad, it's going to be an honest review. So I find out this guy asked the same question over and over and over again. He cannot write. He cannot communicate. He just really lacks any skills at all. So I give an honest review stating his deficiencies. 2 weeks later, he's fired. I then have another supervisor who everyone went to his office every morning, laughing it up, maybe like 4 or 5 people, just laughing, telling him how great he is. One day, this supervisor calls me into his office, says, close the door. He says, you know what I like about you, Herb? You're never in here trying to kiss my behind. You always are truthful. If I want the truth, I come to you, because the rest of these people are just so up my you-know-what that I can't get the truth from them. And as Christians, you know what? We have to be bold, we have to be courageous, and we have to follow the truth, because we will have the truth on our side, so we can be bold and we can be courageous. I have a third example where I was at a multi-billion-dollar bank. We're going to review the findings of the bank, but what management did not know prior to this meeting, I had already discussed all my findings with all my lawyers of the Treasury Department, accountants, capital market specialists. So all my findings was really backed up. I was surprised. I took one examiner in there with me. I was in charge of the bank examination, and we're faced with 40 bank representatives, 2 sets of CPA firms, 2 sets of lawyers, 2 sets of capital markets, on and on, 2 sets of management consultants. They go over each of our findings and how they disagree with them. Hour and a half, they're waiting for my response after they had all these presentations. I stand up and I say, we agree to disagree. I take my assistant examiner and we walk out. You should have saw their mouths drop. The assistant examiner was jumping up and down. He said, I've never been to such a great meeting in my life. Be bold, be courageous as Christians. Finally, I have an example where I was working for this supervisor in the bank. I was doing a bank that was in seriously bad problems, had so many findings. But I found out that the examination supervisor was not communicating this to the regional supervisor. So the regional supervisor gives me a call and says, hey, I'm not getting any findings on your bank. I said, there's all kind of problems here. He says, well, report directly to me because I'm not getting it from the examination supervisor. So that's what I did. We ended up closing that bank. But to make a long story short, I had to be courageous. I had to be bold. I had to follow the truth because the truth will set you free. Always be bold. Always be courageous for God. Be bold.